Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Tubo playing NegativeAE, and welcome back to another episode of Steins Gate 0. Last we left off, Kagadi was expressing dots. Kagadi kind of fell over, right? As soon as she heard the song. I wet a towel in the sink, but put it on Kagadi's forehead as she lay on the sofa. She looked like she was having a nightmare. Her breathing was shallow and pained. She still wasn't awake. You think she's okay? I don't know, I just got to this world line. She'd collapsed out of nowhere after all. It had been like 5 minutes ago when she'd arrived and then immediately collapsed. Dara and Mayuri and I had somehow managed to get her over to the sofa. Wait, isn't putting a wet towel on someone's forehead what you do if they have a high fever? She doesn't look like she's got a fever at all. Does this work on people who just passed out? It's not like we've got a better option. I don't know if any of the other things we could do. Neither Dara and I had the knowledge required to handle the situation. But Kagadi had no insurance card and no residency certificate. Taking her to a hospital felt like a bad idea. All we could do was wait for her to wake up.
Mama.
I heard her whisper something. She just said mommy. We both put our ears close to her mouth. She suddenly jerked upwards. The two of us just barely managed to avoid getting a headbutt. That was close. Wait, no. I missed my chance to do something naughty to Kagadi-tan and not get blamed for it. Stupid. I'm so stupid. I ignored Daru, who was bashing his head against the floor in frustration, and spoke to Kagadi. Are you okay?
Okabe-san.
Kagadi seemed confused, and it took her a moment to realize that she was lying on the sofa. I was asleep. Why? You don't remember. You saw Mayushi the minute you got here, and then fainted. When I looked at Mayuri, I realized that her tone had changed since the world line switch. More precisely, it had switched. It was back to how it was when I first met her. You seem to know the song she was singing. The song. That's right. I know that song. I've heard it somewhere. Long time ago when I was a kid. Ooh, for the win. That's totally a sign that the members are gonna come back. Where's Mayuri? Where'd she go? Or where'd she go? I have to get her to tell me about that song. Her eyes darted around the lab. She had to go to work at May Queen, so she left as soon as you got here. She was really worried about you. I'm really sorry. They asked me to come in for the lunch shift today, and I really can't miss it. Okari and Daru, take care of Kagadi for me, okay? I see. Is there anything else you remembered? It doesn't matter how small. Anything else? She put her hand up to her forehead so she could think. But then shook it softly. No. I don't remember anything else. I know that I've heard that song before, but I can't remember who I heard it from at all. Did you dream at all when you were passed out just now? Dream? Yeah, you looked like you were having a bad dream. You kept saying mommy. Oh, you yelled that when you woke up too.
私そんなことを
Did.
歌がトリガーになって
I wonder if that song might be the key to bringing back some of your memories or something.
ダメ思い出せません
I can't remember anything.
確かに何かの夢を見ていた気がし
I
ま
think I
す
was dreaming, yes.
とても大切な
And
夢だ
that
ったよ
dream
う
was very
な
important.
そうか
I see.
すみません
I'm sorry for causing all this
お
trouble.
かけして
Both Dara and I knew this was a huge step forward. She knew the song that Mayuri was singing, and she said she learned it when she was a child. That would have been in the future, but before she'd gotten in the time machine, which meant that there could only be one answer. It was the future Mayuri who had taught Kagari that song.
オカリンひとまずマユシに聞いてみるのが
You
いい
think
んじゃない
Mayushi would be a good first step?
そうだ
You're
なバ
right.
イトはランチタイムだけ
She said she only had to go work the lunch shift, so let's help her May Queen when it's
May
winding
Queen.
down.
私も行きます
I'll go too. You have to. Kagari quickly stood up off the sofa.
落ち着いて
Calm down.
You
We're
must
not
leave
leaving
right
right away. You should rest a
もう
little.
少し
あ
Oh,
そうです
you're
ね
right.
すみません
Sorry. So I see. Then her stomach rumbled.
腹が減ったのかカップ麺があるが
We've got instant ramen.
あとはマユシが買いだめした唐揚げ
And
とかバナ
Mary's
ナ
chicken
とか
wings and bananas too.
バナナいただきます
I'd like a banana. She seemed embarrassed. What's wrong with the banana?
おかえりなさいませ
Digga digga.
ご主人様
Welcome back, Meowster. We opened up the door and to May Queen Yan squared. The usual cat-eared maid was there to welcome us.
おかえりかがりにゃんもおかえりなさい
Kagani Yan, welcome back.
こんにちはフェイリスさん
Hello, Ferris.
おにゅー
Yeah, Okadine. Every time you've been here lately, it's been with a different girl. So it's true what they say. You've mastered the aura of a popular college boy, huh?
そんなんじゃない
That's not it.
マユリを迎えに来たんだ
I'm here to see Mayuri.
そろそろバイト上がりの
Figured
時
she'd
間なん
be
じゃない
about done with her shift.
マユシーは今日キッチン担当だ
She was working in the kitchen today, yeah.
キッチン
The kitchen?
今日はランチタイムのメイ
We
ド
didn't
ちゃん
have
たちの
enough
人
maids
数
for
が足り
lunchtime
なくて
today.
この時間だけマユシーにも
So we had her come in to help.
なあ
Is it really okay to let her
料
cook?
理をやらせ
本園はやりたがってたけ
She
ど
really wanted to cook, but we had her focus on washing plates here. That was Ferris for you. She knew exactly who belonged where.
もう上がってもらったから今は
I told her she could go home, so she should be changing right now.
じゃあ外で待ってるって伝えておいてくれ
Tell her we're waiting outside then.
了解にゃん
Roger, yeah. We waited down below for a bit before Mayuri came out.
おかえりかがりさ
Hello,
ん
Mayuri.
ごめんね迎えに来てくれ
Thanks for coming to get me. Is Kagari okay?
大丈夫
As soon as she got out of the store, Mayuri ran out and gave Kagari a big hug. She had a worried look on her face as she peered into Kagari's eyes.
ありがとうまゆりさん
Thanks, Mayuri.
もう
Yeah,
大
I'm
丈夫
okay now.
よかった
So glad.
で倒れちゃ
You
っ
just
たから
fell over, so I was really worried.
心配かけてごめんなさ
Sorry
い
I'm worried. I worried
で
you.
も
But
どうして
why
二
did
人
you
して
two come to
迎え
get
に来
me?
てくれたの
お前に
There
聞
was
きたい
something
こ
I
と
wanted to ask you.
さっき口
About
ずさ
that
んで
song you were
歌に
just
する
singing? I repeated the conversation I had at the lab for Mayuri.
というわけで
So, can you tell us where you heard that
教え
song?
てほしいんだ
ねまゆしは
Mayushi heard Suzu singing it.
鈴葉が
Suzuha was singing. That's right.
まゆしは
After work, Mayushi studies a lot at the lab.
雨の日はね
On rainy days,
すず
Suzu
さんが
does
部屋の
her
中で
training
ト
inside,
レー
like
ニング
push-ups
して
and
る
sit-ups
の
and
です
stuff.
それでね
And when she finishes her training, she always takes a shower.
出た後は
After she comes out, she looks out the window and
窓の外の
the
雨を
window
見
at
て
the
るの。
rain and dries her hair.
その時にね、
That's very creepy. Like this is like,
この歌を小さく口ずさんでる
and when she does, she always softly sings this song.
なんていう歌なの
It's
か
either really creepy or like
すずさんに聞いたことはないんだけどね。
I never asked her what it's called though.
なるほど。
I see. So maybe it was a song for in the future then. Maybe like a song that was popular with the people in the 2030s maybe? Maybe Kagadi learned it at the same time that Suzuha did.
それなら次は鈴葉に当たって
So maybe we should ask Suzuha next.
そうですね。
You're right.
ここまで来たんだ。最後まで付き合うよ。
I've come this far, so I'll stay with you until we find out.
本当ですか？あり
Really?
がとうございます。
Thank you. My relationship with Suzuha was probably pretty strained in this world, but she would probably help me get Kagadi's memories back.
一度戻ろう。鈴葉は
Let's head back to the
ブ
lab.
ラウン管工房
We
で
should
店
be
番し
working
てる
at the
と
Bronte workshop, or she should be working at the
マ
Bronte
ユシ
workshop.
も一緒に行く。
Mayushi will go with you.
まゆりさん、いいんですか？
You're sure, Mayuri? Yep. Mayuri gave her a cheerful answer and then started to fidget as if she was embarrassed for some reason.
ね。
I don't know how to say this,
うま
but
く言えないんだけど、かがりさんを見てると、
when I see you, Kagari,
なん
I
かしな
feel
き
like I
ゃ
have
って
to
い
do
う気
something.
持ちになる。守ってあげたい
It's like
とか、
I want to protect you,
助
or I
け
want to
てあ
help
げ
you.
たい。
That's weird.
なんでなのかな。不思議だね。
I don't believe.
えへへ。
I feel like they're fishing for a little too much here with that statement. I just, for some reason, I don't know what it is, but I feel like protecting you. That's a little weird. Like, I understand they're kind of the same person, I guess, like,
それにね、思い出がないのって
I think it's sad
寂し
not
い
being
と
able to
思う。
remember things.
まゆりさん、ありがとうございます。
Thank you.
みんな
Fine.
で頑張ろう。
Let's all do our best. So the three of us went back to the lab.
あれ？
Huh?
すずさんの自転車
Suzu's
が
bike
ない
isn't
ね。
here.
おかしいな。
That's strange. It was here when we left. Just as we went to peek inside the Bronte workshop, Tenoji came out.
おう、なんか用か。
You need something.
あの、
Is
鈴葉はい
Suzuha
ませんか
here? Unless she was working a while ago?
ああ、あいつなら、
she
今日
left for the
は上がったぜ。午後から用事があるとかで
She
な。
said she had something to do this
いつになく
afternoon.
真面目な
Seemed
顔
pretty
して
serious.
出か
何の用事かは聞いてま
Did
す
you ask what it was?
いや、バイトのプライベートまで
Not interested
詮
in
索
getting
するつも
involved
り
in
は
my
ねえからな。
part-timers' private lives. That was all before he headed back and that was all he said before he headed back into the lab. Jesus Christ.
すずさん、ど
I
こ
wonder
行
where
っ
she
た
went.
のか。用事ってなんでしょうね。
What do you suppose she had to do? I hoped it was nothing serious. I'll try Ryan. I think I've got a hint for Kagi's memories. There's some things I want to ask you. Where are you? Go Curry.
ゴーカレー
Is this the date scene? Was that important?
とにかく行ってみよ
Let's go check it out. This is the date scene between Daru and Yuki?
いやー、お見事です。午後カレー秋葉原店、今月の大食い大お店史上初の3連覇。
The first person to win 3 in a row, the silent slaughter.
あの華奢な体のどこにあんな大量のカレー。カレーの
This
女
is
神だ。
stupid.
カレーの
She's
女
the
神が
goddess of
宣
curry.
言された。
The goddess of curry has appeared before us.
名前に恥じない殺戮者っぷりだな。
She searched slaughtered that
あの
curry.
食いっぷりを見たら
If you told me she was a real assassin, I believe it.
信じるね。
優勝した静かなる殺戮者さん。
Congratulations to our winner, the silent slaughterer.
すごいな。
すごいですね。
Was this what Suzuha had been up to? The store had said she'd won 3 times in a row, and the customers seemed to know her. Did that mean she was a regular? Suzuha made her way over to us through the cheering crowds.
あれ3人ともどうした
What's
の
wrong, you three? Should probably bring her back to the lab.
ご
Okay,
め
this
ん
works.
さっきは
Sorry, the
大会
tournament
の
was
直
just
前
about
だ
to
ったから
begin, so I didn't have time to type out a longer response.
すごいね
Wow.
あんな
I can't believe you ate the big plate of
ペロ
curry.
リと食べられるものは食べられる時に
Eat
食べ
what you
る
can when you can.
戦場で生き
You need
残
that
るために
nutrition to
必要
survive
な
on the
素養だよ
battlefield.
戦場
Battlefield.
私
Did I hear that
何
wrong?
か
気にしない方がいいと思う。
It's probably better not to think about it.
おじさんそれで
So, Uncle,
かがりの記憶
what
の
was
手
this
がか
about
り
a
って
clue to Kaguri's memories? Explain what had happened so far.
私の歌聞こえてたの
What? You heard me singing.
もう言ってよ
You
マ
should
ヨ
have
ネー
said
さん
something, Big Sis Mayu.
すずさんが歌ってる
You
の
were so cute when you were
すごく
singing.
可愛か
I
った
thought
か
that
ら
if I'd said something,
教
you'd
えたら
stop.
やめちゃう意地悪だな
You're so mean.
それでその歌は
So,
どこで知ったの？
where did you hear that song?
母さんだよ母さんが歌ってたんだ
Mom used to sing it.
ゆきさんが。
Yuki did.
ゆきさん鈴葉さんのお母様も
Your mom's
ゆ
name
き
is
さんとおっしゃる
Yuki
んです
too.
かあ
Whoops.
いや、そうじゃない。
No, that's not it. Yuki's nickname is Mom.
そうそうそういうこと
That's right.
ついあだ
I
名で
just
呼ん
always
じゃ
called
うんだ
her
よ
that. So, how did she get that nickname?
ごめんその話は
Sorry,
また
we could talk
今
about
度
that some other time.
おじさんちょっとこっち
Uncle
来
over
て
here. Suzu and I stood a little away from Kaguri.
そうよ
Listen,
く考えたら
is there really any
母
point to
さんの
hiding
こ
the
とは
truth
別
about
に隠さな
Mom
くて
from
も
her?
いいんじ
No,
ゃ
there's
ない
not.
記憶が戻らない可能性もある。
Memories might not come back, so it's smarter to not to tell her, I think. If anything, that's like a refresher, right?
そうか
I don't know.
私としてはそれは避け
I'd
たい
like
気
to
持ち
avoid
で
that if
はある
you
けど
can.
それでその歌をゆきさんから
So Yuki taught you that song in the
未来
future,
の
right?
話だ。
もちろん
Of course.
母さんが料理を作りなが
She
ら
used to sing it
よ
as
く
she
歌って
cooked,
て
so I learned it
自
that
然
way.
に覚えたんだ
I was getting confused. So what was going on here?
子供の頃のかがりは
So
鈴葉か
when Kaguri
ゆ
was
きさん
little,
からその歌を
she learned it from you or Yuki?
それはないよ
No
か
way.
がりがまゆ姉さんの養子に
Kaguri
なっ
only
たの
became
は
Pixis
母
Mayu's
さんが死
adopted
んだ
daughter
後だ
after
か
mom
ら
died.
私も人前で
And
歌ったこ
I've
となん
never
て
sung
ないん
it
だ
for everyone.
かがり
I've
に
never
聞か
even
せた
let
ことも
Kaguri
ない
hear it.
あの頃は生きるのに
It
精
was all I
一
could
杯
do
で
to survive back
そ
then.
んな
I
心
didn't
の
have
余
time
裕
to
なん
sing.
て無意識に口ずさんでるな
I
んて
didn't even realize that I'd
自
been
分でも
singing
知
it.
らなかったかがりがこの歌を子供の
She
頃
said
に
she
覚え
learned
た
it
ん
when
だ
she was a kid, so she probably
そ
learned
れ
it
は
from Pixis
ま
May,
ゆ
そうか。
which meant that Kaguri learned it from Mayori, who learned it from hearing Suzuha hum it, and Suzuha learned it from Yuki, her mother. I don't like this stuff, because then like the song never was a thing.
なら次はゆきさんに当たってみるか。
Meaning, if there's like this circle, right, and all of time has already existed, all the time, and a song, someone goes back in time, sings a song, then it just only exists within that time, right? So how did they hear about it first? Besides, like, I guess, oh, it's so weird for me to think about. This is turning into a game of telephone. But even so, if we kept at it, we were sure to learn the truth eventually.
私はタイムマシンの整備もあるし
I've got to do maintenance on the time machine, so I don't think I can go.
かがりのこと
Take care of Kaguri for me.
あ。というわけだ。
So that's the story. Explain to Mayori and Kaguri what I learned from Suzuha. Of course, since I couldn't tell them about the future, I skirted around that part of the story.
そっか
I see, so next it's Yuki, right?
まゆり、連絡取ってもらっていいか。
Knowing what we know about Yuki, which is that Yuki is potentially, Yuki is definitely not Yuki.
わかった
This is a problem.
うーん
she's not
出ないの
answering?
LINE 送っておくね
We'll send her a Ryan. Ori gave up on calling her and sent her a message on Ryan.
これで OK だよ
There we go.
なんだか大ごとにな
Sorry
って
this
しまって
turned into such a big deal.
気にしなくていいよ
Don't worry about it.
それにねま
And
ゆ
you
し
know,
は
maybe she is having fun going on a walk with
こうしてお散歩
Kagari.
できてありがとう
Thanks.
私もまゆりさんとお
I
話し
feel kind of
しながら
relaxed too,
歩いていると
talking with you like this.
ああそれ
Oh,
ま
me
ゆし
too.
も私たち気が合うのかもしれません
Maybe
ね
we just get along.
へへ嬉しいな
That makes me happy. If Daru was here, he'd yell, Yuri for the win! Come to think of it, Daru had said he had something to do today, and I hadn't seen him since we left the lab. It's probably something that I didn't want to know about.
ゆきさんからメ
Oh,
ッセージ
I just got a message from Yuki.
実は今橋田さんと
I'm actually on a date with Hashida, it says.
だってわ
Wow, I see.
あの二人お付き合いしてるんですか
They're
デートす
dating.
るほど進展していたとは
I hadn't heard they were
聞いてない
close
ぞ
enough to start dating. Was that what Daru was up to?
と
It looks like she's coming to the lab this
さ
evening.
ん
夕方か
Evening, huh?
時間が少し空く
That's not for a little while.
でもデートの邪
I
魔
don't think we
しちゃ
should
う
interrupt
悪い
their date,
よ
though.
そうですね待ち
That's
ましょ
right,
う
let's wait. Kagari wanted to wait, then it wasn't my place to disagree. We decided to have Mayori answer Yuki's message and then go back to the lab. It's a problem because this Yuki isn't the real Yuki, if I'm not mistaken. On the way.
おどうした
What's up?
おかりあそこ
Mayori suddenly lowered her voice and quietly pointed towards the nearby cafeteria with an outdoor seating. Aw, they should have done a CG for this. That would have been cool. Ah. Two people we recognized were sitting at one of the tables. It was Yuki and Daru. The two of them were eating a sandwich together.
これはあれだな
I don't know.
とりあえずいつも
I
の
guess
ダル
since
に習っ
Daru's
て
over
こう
there
言って
and
おこ
not
う
here, I'll say it for him.
ダルリア充爆発しろ
Normals must explode.
どうしましょう
What do we do?
邪魔しちゃ悪
We
い
shouldn't
よ
get in the
ね
way.
とはいえ
But this isn't something you get to see every day, is
じ
it?
ゃないか
それは
That's very true.
確かに
Mayori's eyes were filled with passion. She seemed to be truly cheering them on.
二人が食べ終わるのを待って
Should we wait for them to finish or just pretend we just happened to walk by?
あゆしは賛成で
Maybe she thinks that's a great idea.
すいいと思います
Sounds good to me. Was this really that exciting? We sat at a nearby corner of the terrace as to not let them see us. We covered our faces the best we could and quietly observed the two of them. They seemed to be enjoying their lunch. I could just barely make out what they were saying.
ほらほら橋田さん口の端にトマトついてますよ拭いてあげますね
いやいやいや大
No,
丈
no,
夫
no,
大
no,
丈
no.
夫
I'm fine, just fine.
自分で拭くか
I'll wipe it
ら
off myself.
でもいつもハンカチ持っ
Well,
て
you
ない
never
じゃ
have a
ないですか
handkerchief with you, do you?
ほら
Come
こ
on,
っちに顔
turn this way.
向けてください
僕の体液がついたらあまねちのハンカチが汚れて出てしましましましましま
汚いなんて思ったりしませんよ
I will not. That's interesting. Hey, there's the CG. Yo, I love how Yuki looks in the CG. I know it's like blurry. That's cool as fuck.
あ
何をやってるんだあいつは
It's weird that like that's her outfit every day, all the time, and that's his outfit every day, all the time.
羨ましいなお似合いですねあの
They make a perfect couple.
そうか
Do they? But I guess their clothes define them as a character.
そうですよ
I don't get it. They look so happy together.
幸せそうだ
That's so nice. Mayuri was watching them with stars in her eyes. And then
まゆりさん、お腹空いてるんですか？
Mari, are you hungry? Slash. Interesting. I was going to eat after work.
なんだそうだ
How were you?
じゃあ何か注文するか
Okay. I'll order something. My treat.
いいの？
You're sure?
手伝ってくれているお礼だ
It's my way of saying thanks for helping.
やったー。おかりん。
You're so nice, Opening.
じゃあね、じゃあね。
Mayori's eyes shone as she looked at the menu.
クレープ食べたいな。いち
I
ご
want
とクリ
crepes
ームがいい
with lots of strawberries and
って
cream.
るの。
Evidently, the place was offering a special on crepes
わかっ
today.
た
Okay, what about you,
Kagari.
Kagari?
私はさっき
I just
お昼
ate,
食べ
so-
させて。一緒に食
Come
べ
on,
よ
let's eat
遠
together.
慮しなくていいよ
Don't worry about it.
う。すみません。
Thanks. I'll have the banana and chocolate one then.
了解だ
Roger. She really likes bananas. When to go buy some crepe? Oh my goodness. These CGs. Why does this has all the CGs? That's cute.
すっごく美味しいですね。
Can't believe it. The chocolate has just the right amount of bitterness. I don't know if
いちごも
and
美
the
味しいよ。
strawberries are good too.
あら、かがりさん。
Here, Kagiri, say ah.
美味しい。
Why do it's good.
何をさせるんですか？
What are you making me
食
do?
べなくてもいいのに。
You don't need to be embarrassed. We're both. What the fuck? What is
そ
it?
れはそうなんですけど。あ、
It's true,
ほっ
but
ぺにクリームついてるよ。
oh, you've got some cream on your cheek.
やだ。まゆしが取ってあげる。
Maybe she'll get it off for you.
大丈夫ですよ。
I'm okay. I can do it by myself. Kagiri hurriedly took out a hand mirror and handkerchief out of her pouch and wiped it on. Maybe she wanted to do that. Come on, Mayori, you can't do that.
どうして？
Huh? Why?
どうしてって？
Why? Because
まゆりさんに言わ
when
れ
you
る
say stuff like that, it makes me feel weird.
変な気持ちになっ
Kagiri,
ちゃ
we
う。
need to have a talk.
変な気持ち
Weird.
はい。なぜかまゆりさんにすご
makes me-
く甘い
wait,
たくなっちゃうんですよね。
It makes me really want to let you spoil me.
おかしいな。私の方が
It's strange.
年
I'm
上の
supposed to be
はずなのに。
older than you. Kagiri's cheeks flushed red as she stared up into Mayori's eyes.
それ
That
は
means you love me, right?
かがり。まゆしもかが
Mayuri,
りさん
she
の
loves you
こと
too.
まゆりさん。
Mayori, I,
ああまゆりのそれに
she doesn't
深い
really
意味
mean
はない
anything
から
by it.
気にしないで
Don't
ね
let it bug you.
そうなんですか？ね
She doesn't.
えねえ、まゆしに
Hey,
も一口
Hey,
ちょう
give me
だい。
give Mayushi a bite too.
しょうがないな。
Oh, fine. Here, say makes me laugh. Mary took a bite of the crepe in Kagiri's hand. To someone else's eyes, it must have looked like the two sisters feeding each other's crepes. Of course, Mayori would be the little sister. I don't know if you guys have seen the reason why this makes me laugh. Well, I mean, it's a stupid noise to make. It's like which is like the bite down noise. But there's this guy. His name is Prozd or Prozd. But he does like a bunch of anime stuff, and he does this skit where it's like, why do anime characters make this noise when they eat? And it's so funny to me. I like that kind of stuff though, like noticing like all the weird quirks that anime has that you just kind of like watch over. It looked like little Kagiri was blushing and stretching out a hand toward her mother. I really did want to get her memories back. I could only imagine what the future world was like after World War III occurred. But no matter how bad it got, families must have gotten together to eat dinner. Maybe this happened in the future too. I would be a very happy.
コリンどうしたの？ぼーっ
What's
と
on?
して。
You're spacing out.
ああ
Oh, sorry.
ちょっと
I was thinking about something.
ボカリンもクレープ食べ
Do you want a crepe too?
今からでも買ってきたらど
Why
う
not
で
go
す
get
か？
one?
大丈夫だよ
I'm
昼
fine.
飯はさっき食べたし
I just ate. And the crepes look so sweet that I'd lost my appetite.
そうだ。じゃ
Oh, I
あ
know.
マユシーの一口あげる
Maybe will give you a bite of hers then.
それなら私のも。
I found myself suddenly with two smiling girls shoving crepes in my face.
バカやめろ恥ず
Come
か
on,
しいだろ
that's embarrassing. Without even thinking, I tried to move my chair back, only to get it caught on the leg of the table.
てって
Well, if that didn't get us noticed, then something. The rest of the cafe watched me as I fell flat onto the ground. I ended up attracting a lot of attention. And as a result...
岡部さんじゃないですか。
Is that you, Okabe?
ねえお
お
おオカリンなぜここに
Oh, Okari. Okay, I don't really like Daru's voice actor for Daru, but he still kills it. He still does the... we explained to the two of them how we found ourselves here.
もう声をかけてくれればよかったじゃない
You
です
should
か。
have said something.
ごめんな。
Sorry.
お邪魔しちゃ悪いか
We
なと
didn't
思
want to
う。ずっ
interrupt.
と見られてたことの方が恥ずか
It's
しいです
embarrassing
よ。
to think that you've been watching us the whole time. Daru's face was as placid as his sage's. Knowing that we saw him like that must have snapped his mind in half.
それでユキさんどうかな
So, Yuki, how about it?
その歌どこで知った
Do you
の
remember where you heard that song?
覚えてますよ。最近のことな
I
ので。
do. It was really recent.
私、お菓子教室で
I
バ
worked
イ
at
ト
a
してるんです。
dessert
講師
cooking
の先生の補佐
dessert
役なんで
cooking
すけど。
class. I'm the teacher's assistant.
ほら、私、
You know how I
お菓
love
子
to
作
make
るの
snacks,
好きだ
right?
から。
I'm still
ま
learning
だまだ
though.
修行中なんですけどね。ゆきさんが作るお菓子は
All her desserts are really yummy.
そうなんですか？今度、かがりさんも一緒に作ろう。
Let's make it home soon. Or let's make some soon, Kagari. Okay?
はい、ぜひ。
This isn't real Yuki though, right? Am I correct in that thinking? I tried to get the conversation back on
そ
track.
のお菓子教室と歌に
Unless this is a
どんな
different
関
world
係
line
が
with a different Yuki. So what's the deal with the song in this class?
そうそう。教室に通ってる生徒さんの一人が調理の
One
間
of the students
その
in the
歌を
class
い
is
つも
always
口
singing.
ずさ本人は無意識みたい
I
な
don't
んで
think
す
she
けど
knows she's doing it, but she always looks really happy
と
when
て
she
も
does.
幸せそうな私もいつの間に
I
か覚え
picked
ちゃ
it
い
up
ま
at
し
some
た
point.
その生徒はユキさんの知り合いなのか
Is that student someone you know?
例えば俺の知っている人だった
I
り
know?
しないか
それはないと思います
I don't think so.
割
She's
と
an older woman.
私を召している女性
We
なの
played
で
a game of telephone up to this point, and we've ended up with someone who had nothing to do with any of us. Maybe it really was a common song, and Kagari had just happened to learn it from hearing someone sing it in the future. No, it was too early to assume
ひ
that.
とまずその生徒さんに
Let's
話を
try
聞いて
getting
み
a
よ
hold
う
of that student.
ユキさんすまない
Yuki,
が
can you get
その
or
人
can
に
you
連絡を
contact
取っ
her
て
for
も
us?
生徒の個人情報だったら
I know you
俺
can't
たちが
tell us
教
your
えるわ
private
けにもいかな
information.
い
別に構わないですよ
I don't
教
mind.
室といっても
It's a class,
そん
sure,
な
but
大
it's
げ
not
さな
that
も
big
の
of
じ
a
ゃ
deal.
ないでその方の携帯のメアドも聞い
I
て
know
ま
her
すし
email.
よく
I
お
talk to
話
her all
も
the
しますから
Yuki took out her phone out of her pouch and started to fiddle with it. She seemed to be looking at a list of addresses.
あったあったこの人です
This is her. She turned the phone towards us. Seeing the name of a person we'd never met wouldn't do us any good, but we looked anyway.
え
We know this person.
何
I like it's so dramatic. Makes me laugh, yeah. That name. That's Okarin's mom. There's no doubt about it. That was my mom's name. Am I gonna get to see my mom?
へえ、ユキさんってあんたのお友達だったんだ。
Oh, nice. They got a voice actor. After hearing the shocking news that Kaguri's song traced its roots all the way back to my mom, we went back to the lab. It would have been embarrassing to call my mom in front of Mayuri and Kaguri, so I went up to the roof out of the cold to call home. When I asked my mom if she was going to a cooking class, she seemed surprised that I didn't know.
そっか、歌ね。
That song, huh?
口ずさんでるなんて
I had
全
no
然気づ
idea
か
I
な
was
かっ
singing
た
it.
わ。
That's kind of
恥ずか
embarrassing.
しいわね。
その歌はどこで覚えたんだ？
Where'd you learn the song?
どこでって？
Where?
ラジオで流れてたとか。
Like, you heard it on the radio, or maybe you heard someone else singing it?
あんただけど？
It was you.
え？
あんたが前に歌ってたの
You
よ。
used to sing it.
何言ってんだよ。
What are you talking about? That's impossible.
ほら、あんたが中
You
学生
remember
の頃、
when you were
ま
in
ゆみ
middle
ちゃんが
school
塞ぎ込んじゃった
and Mayuri
時期
got
があ
really
った
depressed,
でしょ
right? When her
おばあちゃ
grandma
んが
died,
みんな心配してたけど、
everybody was really
まゆみ
worried.
ちゃん
But one
あ
day
る
she
日の
suddenly
境に
got
戻って
better.
も代わり
You
に
started
あん
going
たがおか
crazy.
しくなんだっけ
What
上
was
記
that
の
all about?
バッ
You
ド
were
サイ
a
レント
bad
ですか
scientist?
やめて。
Please stop. Was there anything in the world more terrifying than hearing about your own dark history from your
あ
mom?
んたがそのバッドなんとかにかぶれ始
When
め
you
た頃
started being
お風呂に入るたびに
bad
歌ってたのよ
you would sing the song whenever you took a bath.
散々聞いてるうちに
So you sang
覚
it
えちゃっ
often.
たわ
I guess I learned it.
俺が歌って
I like the mom voice actor a lot. The mom voice actor is really good. I sang it?
そうよ覚えてない
That's right.
の
You don't remember.
あ、お客さん来たじゃあね
A customer's
雨
here.
が降りそ
Bye.
うだから
It's going to
早く
rain
帰ってき
soon,
な
so
さい
come home quick.
マジか。
Seriously. So, Okarin, how'd it go?
わかりましたか？
Did you find anything out? I explained what I heard from my mom, even though I didn't really understand it myself. Yeah, they were surprised. I was more surprised than anybody. I was so surprised that I was actually feeling pretty calm.
なると
So,
どういう
what
こ
does
と
this
なん
all
でしょう
mean?
か？
What did it mean? Kaguri had learned the song from Mayuri in the future. Mayuri had learned it from the present Suzuha. Suzuha had learned it from Yuki in the future. Yuki had learned it from my mom. And my mom had learned it from me.
俺歌なんて
I
歌
ever
って
sing?
たか？
まゆしも
Maybe she
覚え
doesn't
てない
remember.
な。
If it was a popular song, maybe I would have hummed it, but
ダメだ。
no luck.
思い出せない。
I can't remember.
どうしよ
What do we do?
う。手がかり
We're out of clues,
な
aren't
く
we?
なっちゃったね。
Mary looked like she was about to cry. Kagura gave her a gentle hug.
落ち着いてください、まゆりさん。
Please calm down, Mayuri.
岡部さん、そのまゆりさんが
Okabe,
落ち込ん
does
でい
the
た
fact
時
that you
って
sang
い
it
うのは
when Mayuri
何
was
か手がかり
depressed
に
give
な
you
り
any
ませ
kind
ん
of
か？
clue?
そうは言っても何か
I don't know.
特別なことをしていたわけじゃないか。まゆりが墓参りに行ってるの
All
を
I did was go see
迎え
Mayuri.
に行くくらいで。
Mayuri. It's so weird to like do that, because like I see it as Mayuri, but there's no O there. It's definitely Mayuri. Mayuri. When she was visiting her mother's grave. That was when Hoin Kyomo, now sealed away, had been born.
じゃあそのお墓に
Should we go to her
行って
grave then?
何か思い出
You
すかも。
might remember something. Is that
ここ
possible?
まで来たなら
After
最後
all
ま
this, I want to see
で
this
きちん
through
と
to the
確か
end.
めてみたいですから。おか
Opening.
しいからもお願い
Mayushi wants you to do it too.
わかった行こ
Okay. Let's go.
ありがとうございます。
Thank you. The sun was about to set, so we decided to go the next day. The next day. The sky had been cloudy since morning. I met with Kagiri and Mayuri at the spot near the cemetery where her grandmother was buried.
雨降ってきちゃいそうだ
It
ね
looks like it's gonna rain, huh?
私傘持ってきてないんですよね。
Didn't bring an umbrella.
天気予報では降らないって言っ
The
て
weather
た
said
か
it wasn't going to rain.
まゆしもだよ
Mayushi didn't either. And I never brought an umbrella when it wasn't raining. In other words, nobody had an umbrella.
雨が降り出す前に
Let's
切り上げ
finish
るよう
this
にしよ
before
う
the rain starts. Okay.
おばあちゃんおかりんが来て
Your
くれて
grandma
喜
will
ぶ
be
だ
happy
ろ
you
う
came.
な
I bet.
そうだな
Yeah.
それに今日はかがり
Kagiri's
さん
here
も来
today
て
too.
くまゆしの素敵なお友
I
達
can't
を
wait to introduce my wonderful friend to my grandma. Or to
ま
grandma.
ゆりさん
おかりん早く行こう
Okay, let's hurry. There's a lot Mayushi wants to tell grandma.
そうだな急ごう
Yeah, let's hurry. We finally arrived at the cemetery. The skies were getting darker, and it felt like it could rain at any minute. We finished cleaning the grave, and each of us put our hands together in front of us. Then Mayuri sat down and started talking to her grandma. Kagiri and I watched from a short distance away.
それでねかがりさんが
And
驚い
then
た顔で
Kagiri came
入
in,
って
and
き
she
て
was so surprised. And then she fell down and went
季
bang.
節まゆしはすっごく慌てて
Mayushi was really scared and really worried, but had to go to work.
だからおかりんと
So
誰
I said to Okarin and Daru, take care of Kagiri, and left the lab.
でも
But I was so worried I thought my heart was going to burst.
胸が
岡部さん
Okabe, Kagiri whispered to me, concerned.
あマユリのことなら
Don't
気
worry
にしな
about
いでく
Mayuri.
れあれは儀式みたいなものな
Kind
ん
of
だ
like a ritual?
儀式
A ritual.
あ
Yeah.
マユリはおばあ
She
ちゃ
loved
ん
her
子で
grama a
さ
lot, and when her grandma
そのお
died,
ばあ
it
ちゃん
was
が亡
like
く
she
なった
lost her
時
soul.
は半年くらい誰とも口を
For
聞か
about
ず
6
に
months, she wouldn't say a word to
毎
anyone.
日ここに来ては
She'd just come out here and
一日
stand
中
all day.
まるで
It was like
自
she
分もおば
was
あちゃん
praying
のと
to
ころ
be
に
with
行け
her
ればいい
grandma.
のに
それを岡部さんが連れ戻したんです
You
よ
brought
ね
her back, didn't you?
どうしてそれを
How did you know?
まゆりさんから聞いちゃいました
Mayuri told me.
あいつめ
That girl.
いいじゃないですか
Come
かっこいい
on.
ですよ
That's cool.
マッド
Oyin
サイエ
Kyoma,
ン
the
テ
mad
ィスト
scientist?
やめてくれ
Stop it.
あの時は
I was desperate for any idea I could think of.
後から思えば正解
Looking
だっ
back,
たわけだ
it
けど
was the right answer, but still, it was really embarrassing.
恥ずかしい真似をした
I
と
used
思う
every bit of knowledge I could scrape up from anime and video games to keep Mayuri's soul from leaving us.
連れてなんて
Oh, that is a cool ass CG. I know I've said that with like every CG, but that is the coolest CG. Yo, that is like textbook desktop background right there, with all the icons on like the right. You could even probably have them on the left. Well, no, because then if they get too big, then you would. But oh my goodness, that's so fucking cute. Oh my god, dude. I already is my hostage. She's a sacrifice for my human experiments. There's no escaping me.
まゆしは人質なんだね
Aw.
しょうがないね
Aw. The stuff with Mayuri makes me sad.
と
Nah.
ても素敵なお話
I
だと
think that's a
思いま
wonderful
す
story.
そうかな
Is it?
そうですよ
It is.
降ってきました
It started raining. I looked up just in time for a raindrop to fall on my cheek. A cold rain started to come down.
こんなに早く降り始めるとは思いません
I
でしたね
didn't think it would start so soon. What do we do? We'd just gotten here and hadn't done anything yet. I wanted to at least do a little research before we
一
left.
旦雨宿りできる場所を探
Let's
そう
find a place where we can get out
コ
of
ン
the
ビニで
rain.
傘を買ってもい
We
い
can
し
get umbrellas at the convenience store if we need them.
わかりましたまゆりさん一度駅に
Maddie,
戻りま
let's
しょう
head back to the station for now. Wow, it's raining. I feel like it's always raining at the cemetery. The rain started to come down harder as we ran towards the station.
先に傘を買ってお
We
け
should
ば
have
よ
bought
か
the
ったです
umbrellas
ね
first, huh? Hearing rain makes me want to be in the rain.
シャ
I
ワ
need
ー
to
浴び
take
な
a
い
shower
と
or we'll catch a
風
cold.
そうだ
I know.
かがりさん
Kagadi,
まゆし
you want to come to Maishi's house? We can take a shower together.
あれ
Mayuri turned around and suddenly stopped. I stopped too. I looked back and saw that Kagadi wasn't keeping up with us. She was standing some distance away with a blank look on her face. She was facing us, but seemed to be staring off into the distance.
かがりさん
Kagadi, what's wrong?
聞こえる
Ah, the voice of God. Her voice was flat and emotionless. It was like she was a different person than the one who'd been there a moment before.
聞こえるって何が
What can you hear?
声
A voice.
声が聞こえる
I hear a voice.
かがり
Mayuri started to walk towards Kagadi.
さん私
I
行かなきゃ
have to go. And suddenly, Kagadi ran through the puddles of water and out into the street. A truck was coming. I yanked Mayuri's shoulder down and knocked her to the ground so that she couldn't run out on her own. And then I used that momentum to run out into the street myself. Oh shit.
昔はね今みたいに空気が汚れていなか
Alright,
ったから
it's at 48 minutes. We just memory
気にし
transitioned.
なかったんだよ
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this episode, leave a like. I really appreciate it. I know it's a long series, so leaving likes on all the episodes is painful. So I appreciate you guys leaving likes on episodes when you can. And if you haven't subscribed already, Danganronpa V3 is coming out, and I'm currently saving up to buy that. So that's what we're going to be playing after this. But that's not until we complete all these endings, and we still have, what, 2 more endings after this one? So, we'll be on this game for a little bit longer. But thank you guys, and I hope to see you guys in the next episode, whatever it may be, and thank you guys for sticking with me on this long-ass series. Peace out, you guys.